Now, both countries' ruling parties have been meeting over the weekend, and both have agreed that they can apply to join NATO. Here in Finland, it has to be put before Parliament, but they know they've got a majority to do that. Now, public opinion here in Finland has changed dramatically. A year ago, the majority were against joining. Now the majority are in favour of it. Finland has a 1,300 kilometre and 800-mile border with Russia. It stretches from the Baltic to the Arctic, and it will double the territory, the border that NATO has directly with Russia. Sweden, it's been more nuanced. Sweden's public opinion has been more divided there. The Swedes say that when they join, they won't have nuclear weapons on their soil and they won't have NATO bases, although they will be part of NATO. Sweden, as I say, their ruling party has met over the weekend. They know they have a majority. They've voted in favour of this. After that meeting, Sweden's Prime Minister Magdalena Andersson spoke about the reasons why they've decided to end their neutrality. Let's hear what she has to say.
This is a decision that was taken after careful deliberations. A position in favor of NATO means that we are prepared to abandon a security policy that Sweden has had in different forms for over 200 years. For us Social Democrats, it is clear that the military non-alignment has served Sweden well, but our conclusion is that it won't serve us as well in the future.
So we could have formal applications from both countries to join NATO at some point in the coming week. Now, Russia is obviously opposed to this. President Putin had a phone conversation with Finland's President Sauli Niinistö yesterday. The Finns feel that actually it was a fairly low-key affair. President Putin said it was a mistake and that there would be consequences, but he hasn't spelt anything out in the past. Russia has said that it might move troops closer to the borders, it might bring nuclear weapons closer to the borders, but I think what people here are more concerned about in both countries is possible cyber attacks, for example. Certainly Russia cut off electricity supplies to Finland over the weekend, although it's a very minor part of the electrical equation here in Finland. And what people are worrying about is whether they're going to cut off gas supplies, which could have a more serious consequence.